Well, look, every day these guys remind me here what a privilege it is to be this coach of the Colorado Rapids. I have a great staff. I have a group of players that couldn't be more on board, more together. The energy that they bring every day gives us a lot of energy to do our job. So we come this past week with lots of energy after a little bit of a break, physically and mentally with the players, and now it seems to be big focus on Austin and really this second part of the year. Um, Although we know it's two out of the next three at home, we really want to focus on one game at a time and really get these performances to turn into points because we think we're doing all right, but we know there's room to improve, and that's where all of our energy is spent in these last days.
Did you get to do anything fun last week? What did you do over the break?
I didn't have a lot of fun. No. My wife was around for a few days. She went back to New York, and it was just me and Leo, my dog, and just a couple of guys. He probably watched more than enough soccer on TV that he took a lot of naps. I took a lot of walks with him. Quite honestly, I got re-energized. Tank is full. Took a step back. Tried to really do a deep dive into our team, analyze some things, and feel pretty good and clear moving forward.
What are some of those things that you've analyzed, some things that need to change to turn some of these results into points?
Yeah, look, each week I'm living live time, but like in the moment where I'm not I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I think live time I'm getting a good feel where we're at. But when I took a step back and analyzed the team, the eye test statistically and data, we're doing all right. We are becoming the team that we want to become. We make young mistakes, but we are a youngish team. However, we said we're going to attack in all ways. We keep creeping up the charts in terms of pressing and counter pressing and turnovers. We keep getting better at this. Got to get better. We're scoring goals. We can score more by upgrading our shots and things like this. So yeah, when I look at it, some of the specific things are what I just talked about, and I think taking care of both boxes. We think we're pretty stingy in many ways defensively. Can we get a little more urgent around our own box, stepping to plays, just putting out little fires? And then in that box, can we get a little more ruthless, extra pass type of a run to score more goals? So we're getting there. We're going to get there. We have a good group.
What's the attitude, energy level like in the locker room right now after a week off?
The energy level is good. The mentality, the mood is good. The best part about this group is that they enjoy being around each other. The losses hurt. They stick together. The draws at moments have hurt because we know we leave things out there. They stick together. They celebrate the wins, but we are a team, and they're a team right now. We're not getting too high or low, but the mood is good. But you can see the eyes when you're in a video session when they're hungry to become better, and that's the mood. There are guys that they come to work to learn, and then you just watch and you see they're giving everything. I know again we're a work in progress. We're making some. I do believe it from 4.5, 5 months into this. There's real progress made in our team. It's shown in the standings where we were, where we are, where we can be if we're a little better. So
with Moise gone on international duty, it's nice to have Lawless, who's had tons of experience, to step in behind that. Some young guys, not a ton of experience. What are you looking for from that group this week going into Austin, and sort of what have you seen from them getting ready for it?
Yeah, we know because we've been there as players, some of us coaches, and we also know from coaches with some players that get those experiences, national teams, Confederations Cups, World Cups, Copa Americas. they come back better for it. Good, bad, indifferent, like those experiences, those guys become a little better. And for Moyes, this is going to be really important. Imagine what is he thinking when Mbappe comes in? He's coming at him. What? He almost does as good as he could do in that very moment. Like, wow, that's going to make him better.
Right.
So, yeah, that means that those guys come back ready to help us out even more. Gives out other guys opportunity. So Cole will be back tomorrow, and Moyes, for this one, we have Mike Edwards, and Lawless. And for a guy like Lawless, with all of his experience, you can see his level of excitement at the opportunity, what it means to him, and for our team. He's an energy guy. He's a winner. So yeah, it's you love that these guys get some opportunity. In terms of Austin, we know they're like us, close in the standings. We're looking right there where they are. They're more than capable. They put, even in some of the games they've not gotten all the results, they can put games on their terms, good in possession. They can press. They have guys that can hurt you. So if we don't bring our best stuff, it'll be a really, really tough night. And we know now, I'll say it, it's almost like not an odometer, but it's an ongoing. We're 17 for 17 tough games. Another one's coming Saturday night. That's not a disrespect to our team in our league. This is what it is, and for us at this stage of the game, this is what it's going to be. Good. We've got 17 reps at that. We won one game 3-0 in San Jose. This was a game this was not an easy game, so we'll be up for it, especially at home in front of our fans.
You have a couple attackers coming back with Austin and Giassi and Diego. Any conversations in the locker room about seeing those guys, about preparing for them? Maybe they're planning on bringing their A game in front of the Colorado fans.
I'm sure that there's a little talk within the guys. We've not spoken too much about the history here or any of this, more than we know certain behaviors. We look at the tendencies. We know Giassi from all the years he can stretch back lines. His timing of arriving into the box, he's lethal. Diego is an underneath guy that gets clever, winner. We know that we have to know where those guys are at all moments when they're out on the pitch. So again, like every game, I say it, we look for this 100% mode of operating physically and mentally and tactically. If we drop 5%, we'll lose everything. I know this. I see it. So the good thing is that our 100%, it's just about trying to do the right things and stay engaged, and that doesn't mean perfect. It just means that's our level. We got to hit our level.
At the 17 games in, around the halfway mark of the season, when you think about when you first came in December, beginning of the season, starting preseason, how do you feel your mindset of this coaching job has changed, your view of the guys, how you approach every single day just out here at training?
How do I feel? Listen, it's a really good question, Sydney. But the answer, that the easiest thing is, I've fallen in love with this team. I love our fans, the staff that I brought Ian Sarakin, but I've decided to keep this staff with me. They are, for me, perfect for me. The people I get to work with every day, the players and staff, top. And there's a lot of support staff that don't get mentioned a lot. Hayden, our equipment manager. These guys, let me tell you, they make you want to stay up later at night to do the work so we can all feel part of that victory, and that's what I'd say. I feel like I'm in a relationship. It started, and it's like, okay, feeling it out a little bit, and now I'm in love with this group. I don't tell them that all the time. I love you, but I show them every day what it means to me. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of becoming a real team, in the likeness of a coach that has good reactions, that doesn't give in, that never ever is going away, that's nippy and annoying, that but we also have quality and a Georgie and seeing guys come together and heat up, and I really like where we're at. So That's where I feel right now. I'm very, very tuned in to know and realistic. We have to get better, and that's what every day is about. So, in this early part of this thing, my feeling is I think we have a really good team, a tremendous group of young men, an amazing support staff, and it makes me want to be here for a long time. That's how I feel, and to deliver for our fans and for the players and everyone else.
You know, one of those coaches staying on Sharpie. Has there been any extra work with Zach? Kind of, you know, had a couple rough games towards the end before the break. You know, how are they working, you know, over this break to sort of correct that and get back on course?
So let me try to do some math here. So February, March, April, May,
Yeah.
4, probably 5. Let's just say it's 150 days.
Sure.
Off days. Is there 100 days? Like, for me, Zach Steffen has been 150 out of 150. When I tell you, on the outside, and look, you all, Mitch, you get to see it.
Yep.
What a top professional.
Oh, yeah.
Shot stopper, distribution, voice, leadership. I would say he's probably the most single important signing in the offseason for this team. I can say it wholeheartedly. I do know what I'm looking at. We are not on 22 points and a credible, real team without Zach Steffen. That's what I can say wholeheartedly. It's always going to be, yeah, could you make this save? Could you make that save? In Vancouver, no. We lose some. We have 7 or 8 mishaps before that some goals go in. And on the one that's point blank, he actually does enough where it trickles across. If we're better there, we can maybe. So with Zach, the process has been, and I would watch in Mexico, day one, when preseason, watching, saying, whoa, we got a really top guy. When he's in that locker room, he commands the respect. Everyone around here reveres him. Not because of where he's been, but what they see every day. That doesn't show up in stats, meaning for him, there's that, but it shows up in points, which that's, as a coach, when you have a guy like that, and I was around Hristo Stoichkov, top World Cup killers, our team was better for it. Brian McBride was one, a striker that when he's in the locker room, everyone's like, whoa, let me tie my cleats a little bit. He's around. Zach has this presence that has helped, that has given us a chance so far. Where does this thing go? Not sure. But if we go, it's because of Zach and a few of these other killers that we have. So, listen, if the team doesn't win, there's statistics out there, expected.
Sure.
On the outside, and I've seen some of what's been said, I think it's so on the surface. But to be fair, maybe people on the outside can't look beneath the surface the way we are seeing. We're so lucky to have Zach Steffen. That's what I can tell you.